Alright guys, just mailed out another batch of Christmas CDs. Yeah. So what does one do after mailing a bunch of CD packages? Go for pancakes and coffee. You know where I am. Yes, you do. Alrighty. Alright guys, so I went and mailed out some packages. Then I went for some pancakes, and now I'm headed home. Oh, I did stop by Blazing Visuals to say hello to my friend Deanna, and that's about it, guys. Oh, I did stop by Hometown Market and get a little snack. I may be doing a music review later, so please stand by and please stay tuned. There's more to come. Wow, did you guys see that? How fast that sun went down? My goodness.
When they began chanting anti-war slogans. Former Vice President Richard Nixon says that unless there is a substantial increase in the present war effort in Vietnam,
when he hears that singing, down the chimney he will come with his great big smile, and he'll find that even the kiddies are swinging in a lady style. Oh, what a sound they're bringing! I wonder whether he'll be swinging everywhere in the land. All the people will be singing. La-di-da-di-da, yeah. Now what is Santa Claus gonna say when he finds everybody swinging?
Alright guys, going around getting the last of my Christmas shopping done, and saw this guy and had to get a shot of him. Merry Christmas everybody, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy Kwanzaa, and whatever else is out there to celebrate. Bird guys. There's more on this tree too. Yeah.
Steve's over here just letting my plants die.
I talk to them all the time. All my CO2 is eating them.
Hello everybody. The other day when I was doing the last of my Christmas shopping, I found the shell outside a local restaurant. I won't say which restaurant it was, because if the people who I got the gift card to watch my video, they'll know what I got them. So, but look at this closely, and look from the side. You think that's just a string, you know, connecting that to that. It's a now piece, P-E-A-C-E. I didn't realize that till after I set this up on top of my TV set. And I'm like, oh, that's a cool design. And now I look closer. I said, nope, it says peace and love. Now, I've found shells before, and I always rehide them, but this one was definitely a keeper. Hi guys, 'tis I. I don't normally do tribute videos, but this one I had to do, because this man inspired me to step up my content creating game, as I'm sure he helped you, inspired you. I'm talking about fellow YouTuber Adam the Woo. He did stuff like he went to abandoned parks, he went to Disney. Disney was his favorite place. And I guess it was 2 days ago or 1 day ago that a fellow YouTuber friend found him unresponsive in in his apartment, and they don't know what caused it. But a lot of times it's not the way you leave, it's the way what you do when you're here in the present moment. And Adam, I want to thank you for everything. It just reminds us, Hold on. It just reminds me to, and I'm sure it reminds you to appreciate your fellow YouTubers and your family and friends, and just, don't take life for granted. And remember to thank the people you watch for the content you create. I did that with Adam. I don't think I did that enough. I think he has Christian values. You never heard him curse. You never, heard him take the Lord's name in vain. And his father was a minister, so I'm sure he had those Christian values with him. And I'm sure that he is up there in eternity looking down and, touched by all the love he's receiving. And, to explore, and start my thoughts all over the place. And he reminded us that there's beauty everywhere, you know, even in our own little towns. Like mine, I try to explore as much as I can. You know, some places don't like you bringing the camera into stores and stuff. I think I talked about that in a previous video, and wow, it just, you know, it also reminds us that what we do matters, you know. What we do matters, and we can leave you know, we all have that power to make a positive impression in this life, you know. And we should, you know, live more like Adam and be a positive, creative force for YouTube. Not all this drama, not all this swearing, not all this putting each other down, you know. Just try to be a positive force in the world of YouTube. I got an email saying I got something coming, so I'm not going to sign off yet. But I just want to wish everyone a happy and healthy Christmas. And please stay tuned. There's more to come. All right, guys, I'm just going to walk and talk and do what I do and just film it. Got stuff on my mind. Not only Adam, but I saw another awesome video the other day that really made me think, you know. And another great YouTuber. He's still with us, nothing's wrong, but you know. Casey Neistat. You probably, now, if you guys don't know Casey Neistat, holy moly, let me do one more rinse out there. Gotta focus on what I'm doing, right? Okay, so where was I? Casey Neistat did a video the other day about this young man who has cerebral palsy. And this young man, like Casey, ran the New York City Marathon. I'm just like, this young man has Casey doesn't have cerebral palsy, but he did a video of this young man who does. I'd say this guy's in his 20s. The guy Casey did a feature on, I'll say. And it was so inspiring because here's a guy, I'd say he's in his 20s. He's got cerebral palsy and he's running the New York City Marathon. And, you know, it goes to prove that if you have determination and you work hard, you can accomplish a lot. And you can be inspired by something or someone. And but you gotta do the work. You gotta do the work. No one's gonna hand you stuff on a silver platter. Like, you know, you gotta do the work. And, yeah. So, here I am making a cup of tea, and I noticed that there's brand new lights. These look like brand new Christmas lights. Because if you remember last year, the Christmas lights that were up last year, they started to lose their they started to lose the coloring on the bulb. And my brother-in-law does fine work when it comes to putting up these Christmas lights. I mean, he does fine work anytime, but, you know, he and Nancy work so hard to make the house so festive. They do. All right, so getting back to hard work and respect and Adam and this, you know, and this guy who had cerebral palsy, it's like, you know, they didn't ask for a ton of money. They didn't ask for help. They just had the determination to do what they do. And they put the work into it. And they did it. You know, this guy with cerebral palsy, I forget his name. But he did it. I'm sure he was exhausted at the end of the race. Because, you know, something like that, when you have a disability like that, you're basically, as Casey said, you're fighting against your body. You know, your body doesn't want, you know, you to do stuff like that. But this young man's mindset, he said, I want to run this race. And he did it. And Adam wanted to document his travels, and he did. He didn't ask for any, you know, special help from foundations or anything. He just saved up his money, bought a camera, and did it, you know? Oh. And, You can do what you want, but you gotta, you know, put the work into it. And don't mind me, I gotta focus on what I'm doing here for a minute. So, yeah. So, I mean, you know, many of us have that, you know, feeling that, you know, when we're in elementary school or high school, you don't know what's going to become of your life. You don't know where you'll end up. But you have some people that instill some positive. Hold on, I gotta do two hands open this wonderful lid. Now, hold on. And, you're in high school, you don't know what you're gonna do, and oh my God, why am I, you know, you don't want to sit around all your life and just watch soap operas. But in my case, I had many people in my life saying, especially my guidance counselor, she said, Trish, you can do anything you want. But I'm thinking to myself, is it too late? And the answer is no. No, it's not. You know, you get the mindset that, yeah, okay, I can do whatever I want, but it takes work, people. I remember when my first job, Starline Aluminum, it's now a transmission place. The first week I assembled 200 windows, like 150 window screens. And my boss was like, Trish, you realize you assembled 150 window screens? I was amazed by that. Amazed! I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I got the job at the school, and I was there for 37 years. Now, if you told me in high school that I would have a job for 37 years, I would have said no. No, that's not going to happen. But it happened. But it took work to get up every day at 7, 8 o'clock, get dressed, get there. But you always have help along the way. Your friends, your family, instill positive thoughts and vibes and all that. And like I said, you can have the mindset that I want to do this. But it takes hard work, especially DJing. That gear that I have, I bought it myself. I bought, the deck, the speakers, with my own money. And it took work to do that, Of course, I got little gifts along the way. I got, Joyce and Chip gave me the speaker tripods, and I think for a retirement present. I think that's what that was. Maybe before then, but was it Joyce and Chip? I think it was. So anyway, I guess that's what I come away with, those 2 stories I told. So if you're feeling low and things are going bad and you want to go for an adventure, or, inspired to step up in your life, just remember, it takes work. Work that you have to do. Yeah. You can't just sit around and dream about it. You gotta put in the hard work. All right, guys. I am gonna have my tea, and I'll talk to you later. I think I have something coming in the mail. It didn't come today, but I think it'll be definitely here tomorrow. Well, I hope to run out today and get a few things, but it started raining again, and so Mother Nature will not allow an adventure out. Not today, anyway. But, hold on. So I'm just going to sign off here, guys. All right? And I'll see you soon. This is your old pal Trish signing off. Saying peace, love, and keep the good tunes spinning. I'll probably take a few days off and pick the camera back up next weekend, where I hope to do a little documenting at Joyce and Chip's 42nd, what does it say? 42nd Scoutage Yacht Club party. Until then, guys, have an awesome week. Have an awesome Christmas. And love and appreciate your family and friends. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Remember, live with a purpose and walk with a smile. I love and appreciate you all. Take care. I know, making a post after dinner cup of tea. Well, guys, I was making the second cup of tea. Come on, baby. I was gonna call it a night, and my sister brought over 2 packages for me. So, I'm gonna show them to you right now. Alright, guys. First a note. The Alternative Live Aid. Hi, Trish. Hope you are doing well. I am enclosing the December mix for the Mingled Mixtape Club. I like to have a theme for my mixes, and although it's a few months late, basing it on Live Aid seemed appropriate because July 2025, it was 40. Its 40th anniversary. As you may have kindly sent me so many wonderful mixes, I pulled out all the stops with this one with 5 discs. Wow. The idea behind this mix is an alternative version of Live Aid. While it includes artists who did perform in London and Philadelphia way back in 1985, it also includes artists who did not, despite them being massive at the time. Also, every song on here was released no later than June 1985. Gotta sweat the small details. Wow. My arm's getting tired, so I'm like, you get this version. I've tried to recreate the live experience as much as I can. None of the tracks are single, 45, or album versions. They are all a wide variety of different takes, rough mixes, 12 mixes, remixes, dance mixes, etc., to make the whole live experience as authentic as possible. Wow. It's in my... Okay. Let's see. This one okay, it just says, this is a long one. Yeah, it just takes featuring mix. Okay, it just tells what's on it and stuff. The bonus disc is a mix of both. Okay. Thank you for being a friend all these years and for sending me so many awesome mixes. It's time I return the favor, and I really hope you enjoy the Alternative Live Aid. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas too, Matt. Wow, thank you, Matt. All right. Wow, this is really bubble wrap, so I'm gonna have to cut here and try to get it opened. All right, guys, so here it is. Matt's mix. Look at that cover. That is... Wow, that is awesome. If I saw it in the store, I would have sworn it was the real deal. And here's the track list. Wow. That is cool. So I guess what remember he's saying is Live Aid UK London and Live Aid US in Philadelphia. I remember seeing bits and pieces of this back in the, in 1985. And I listened to it on the radio. It's pretty cool. Alright, that's it. There's another package, but I gotta charge my camera because I'm on the last bar of the battery and it's flashing, battery low. So I'm gonna recharge my camera and I'll probably be back tomorrow. Yeah. You know what? Let's try this. Alright, so here are some tapes from my friend Chris. And here's a note. It just says, Trish, sorry this is late. Enjoy the tunes. Cheers, Chris. Alright. I think I can squeeze in the last of this battery life. Here is what he gave me. It's called Autumn Almanac. Wow. And here it is. Oh. That's side A. And here's side B. Alright guys, he also sent me this, I'll pick that up in a minute, this other CD. It's called Merkin Bradley. I kept these old blues. It'll be interesting to listen to. Alright guys, I'm really on the last leg of this battery life. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.